Hello. Well, squeaky chair, but this is my most awesome movies of 2018. I'm not one to say something is the best, even though part of it is in the title. This is not what this video is about. It is about movies that I thought that were absolutely awesome, ones that I went to the theater that I absolutely just enjoyed, and once I left the theater, I'm like, that was awesome. That was a good movie. That was fun. I got my price of admission. And if you want to check out my worst list, which was like 17 minutes long, hopefully this one will be a little bit shorter. That's back there too. You can watch that. So let's get into it. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on them. So here we go. First of all, I want to do a couple that were just a little bit, they didn't make a lot of money, but I thought they were amazing. The first one is Overlord, which is essentially Nazi zombies, the movie. If you like Call of Duty, if you like the Zombie Army trilogy, this is the movie for you. It is the best video game movie that's not actually based on a video game, if that makes sense. And just the way that it looks, the action, the aesthetic, the whole thing of it, it's so cool. It only made about $21 million domestically, which I think is insane. It should have been way higher. So go check that out once it comes out on Blu-ray or digital and all that good stuff. Also, another one which is more of a thriller, Searching, starring John Cho. It's pretty much a good version of the movie Unfriended, to where everything takes place on, like, a lot of things take place on a computer screen and cameras and stuff like that, and you just kind of, it's very voyeuristic of what you're going through. And this guy can't find his daughter. He thinks he knows his daughter, but just a bunch of sketchy stuff happens, and it's crazy. It's insane. Go watch that. It's out now, so do that. Also, staying with the horror genre in a way, A Quiet Place was awesome. It was one of those movies where it did have a lot of hype going into it, but it was like just enough hype. It's not like a movie like Get Out where I thought it was overhyped. Like, Get Out is a good movie, but I think A Quiet Place was just a lot better, so much more on the horror aspect of it. And since it's so cool to be in a theater where everybody is just dead quiet, and if anybody makes a noise, you're just like, shut up. The monsters are gonna get you. They're gonna eat you. But yeah, directed by and starring John Krasinski and has Emily Blunt into it. It is awesome. Check it out. It's essentially what the movie Bird Box knocked off. I haven't watched that yet. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's not. We'll see. Staying with horror again. 2018's Halloween. I am a very, very big fan of the Halloween franchises, even though a lot of it is crap. I somewhat enjoyed the Rob Zombie Halloween movies, even though, they're just another Rob Zombie movie, but I still enjoyed them either way. But nothing's ever going to beat the original, but if something was going to beat it, this was pretty close to it. I won't say pretty close, but it was close. Jamie Lee Curtis showed up. Like, she actually cares. She actually cared about the scripts. It shows how much she actually cares about the character of Laurie Strode. And also, Michael Myers was very much scary again. This is probably the most frightening Michael Myers, other than maybe Tyler Mane's Michael Myers in the Halloween movies. That's just what I wanted. I wanted to see Michael Myers be, scary again, and I think they did that well. And just the whole look of it, the way it feels, it's very nostalgic in a way. Even though it came out in the 70s, I was born in 91, it's still nostalgic to me. So now to kind of go more towards the comic book movies, since comic book movies are really taking over in the box office today. So Infinity War, of course, I did a full review on it when this was Corbin Peterson movie reviews and all that stuff, and I just thought the movie was awesome. It was fun. It was emotional. So they integrated so many of the characters really well, and I'm very excited for the sequel to come out in April, Endgame. So I'm super pumped out about that. If you don't like comic book movies, I don't know, I feel sorry for you, because these are just cinematic adventures that everybody should go on. Everybody should just enjoy together. So yeah, go see pretty much every MCU movie, because a lot of them are good. Like, all of them are good. Some are great. Even like the worst ones ain't that bad. So check out Marvel's Avengers Infinity War. Next one, Aquaman. I am a defender of the DCEU. I enjoyed all of them. Maybe not Suicide Squad as much after I watched it a few times later, but I enjoyed the DCU. It is different. It is, even though some of the ones are dark, like Batman v Superman was dark, but I kind of like the more serious tone to a comic book movie for a change, other than something that's always quippy. I enjoy Justice League, enjoy Wonder Woman. Aquaman is awesome. It is a cinematic journey that you go on, and it was a spectacle. It was spectacular. I saw it in IMAX 3D, so it just completely blew my mind seeing James Wan's visuals up on the screen, and especially those IMAX is just, it looked amazing, and is also like one of my favorite probably scenes ever. Like just the way that it looks, like during the middle of the film, and it was amazing. It was fun. Jason Momoa plays the character perfectly. You can see how much fun he's having with the character, even though some people are complaining about there's just a lot of movie that's being thrown at you. Well, I'm sorry that your little tiny mind can't comprehend all this awesomeness that's being thrown in your face. Okay, so go see Aquaman. Also, I have to mention Deadpool 2. I wouldn't say that was better than the first one. I would say that is on par, but you can see how much Ryan Reynolds is enjoying being the character. I didn't go see Once Upon a Deadpool, the PG-13 version of it. I'll probably see it eventually when it comes out on digital and Blu-ray and stuff like that, and I'll check that out. But yeah, the comedy is good. It's actually good, emotional pull from the character of just Wade Wilson. Not so much Deadpool, but it's cool that they're able to peel back some of the layers to Wade Wilson and show like, yeah, this guy, he's a dick, but he still has a heart. He's a dick heart. Dick. Okay. Yeah, Deadpool 2. Go see it. It's been out for a while, so correct yourself if you haven't seen it yet. Also, talk about sequels. Deadpool 2, Creed 2. I enjoyed a lot. I saw it around my birthday. It was kind of my birthday treat to go and see it with my family because I grew up with the Rocky movies. The Rocky franchise is one of my favorite franchises of all time. It's one of the reasons why I competed in MMA. I didn't compete in boxing, but more so I just always like being like the underdog, and the story of being a fighter. It really resonated with me, and I pull a lot of motivation from those movies, especially during that time. And I just always been a fan of boxing. Michael B. Jordan shows up; he does great. The fight choreography, I love the resurgence of Dolph Lundgren this year. He was in Aquaman, now he's in this. It's insane. I love seeing that his career is getting revitalized a little bit. And Sylvester Stallone, they better give him just some type of Academy Award for acting, especially just for this character, since he got screwed out of the Oscar for the first Creed by Mark Rylance for Bridge of Spies is absolutely ridiculous to me. The fact that Sylvester Stallone is able to play a character to where he's played it for over 40 years and still get people to love him, I think it is amazing. So go see Creed 2 if you love all the Rocky movies, and especially if you enjoyed the first Creed movie. Stick on with sequels. This isn't the second one. This is the sixth one. But Mission Impossible Fallout, holy crap, this is probably one of my top 3 action movies of the year. Usually I'm not really the biggest Tom Cruise fan, but I've always loved Mission Impossible for some reason. Just it's so over the top, but yet it's still just so fun. And the fact that he does pretty much all of his own stunts, you got to give the guy respect. And also the addition of Henry Cavill to the cast was a pretty cool breath of fresh air. Even though he did have the mustache that essentially destroyed Justice League. It's so enjoyable. It's so fun. All the characters that you have seen in previous Mission Impossible movies are essentially there. So it's fun. It's a ride. Go check it out. And also just for like the last one to kind of fit in. Even though this franchise got kind of crapped on in the past, but they finally got rid of Michael Bay, which is probably the best thing that they ever did. But Bumblebee was fun. I just saw this, less than a week ago. It is much more of a throwback to the original 80s cartoon. And if you're a fan of the 80s cartoon, you're definitely going to appreciate this one a lot more than any of the other previous Transformers movies. It's just this fun, like, kid meets alien, and they just get in these shenanigans, and, the bad aliens are coming, and you just got to fight them off, and you see that their relationship grows over time, and how much they care about each other, and all that. And Haley Steinfeld is great. I am a big fan of her. She's probably one of my favorite actresses right now, and I just think she's amazing. And, John Cena is in it. I'm a big wrestling fan, as you can see, even though I don't have any John Cena t-shirts on my wall. He's transitioning to acting really well, especially with Blockers. think it was still this year. Showed his comedic talents, and this is more back kind of more to his action talents. And yeah, it is just a really fun movie, and it's a lot more lighthearted, but still has really good action and emotional parts in it. So go check out Bumblebee, and that is my movies that I thought were absolutely awesome. They were fun. Again, I'm not saying these were the best movies of the year. I'm not one to judge that. I'm just a guy who loves going to the movies, and these are the movies that I thought were awesome, and I think that everybody should check out. So, like always, like, share, subscribe. All my stuff is down below. My Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all of that. Thank you for the support so far, especially still on my crappy Holmes and Watson video. Okay, but like always, I will bid you adieu, goodbye, and sketch.